Hi, this is Blaine Pertler with Pertler Electric, and I want to show you real quick how you would trim your spark plug lead wire. Now, on virtually all spark plugs, two-stroke and even a lot of four-stroke and other applications, the spark plug cap here can be unscrewed. You have your wire, your lead wire coming in, and what you can do is it just screws in to the end of that. And this correlates to my procedure as far as testing for like low spark or no spark conditions. So what you do is this unscrews off. There's basically like a little, well, basically a screw in there, a threaded screw, and it goes in to the end of the wire here. The end of the wire, you've got some stranded wire in the inside here with the insulation around it. There's all different kinds of wires and insulation and so forth. But what you do when you're trimming these, just screw that off, take any kind of pliers, anything that's sharp, and just take off, maybe a ½ inch or so, not very much. You just put it in, trim off the end. That's about all I'm going to do, is about that much right there. And just take it and press it on, and you press it back to where it touches, and then you just go ahead and screw it right on, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. And usually the end that gets worn out the most on these is the spark plug cap end. I think it's just because of taking it on and off, on and off, on and off, bending it, moving it, that kind of deal. But on some spark plug lead wires, and eventually this gets tight. You're like, how do I know what's on? Because it gets tight and it won't twist on anymore. Now, on some, you can actually twist off this end too on your secondary coil. You can go ahead and do the same thing with that. Now, this isn't true for all secondary coils. Some do unthread, some don't. Some that don't, they just have basically like a barb or so on the inside of it, and they press the wire on, and to get it off, basically you have to destroy the wire, and it's a real pain in the rear. But this one here is just the same as the other end. I know you really can't see down in there very well, if at all, but it's just like a little screw sitting out. That's the post down there. So you do the same thing on this end. You just go ahead, and this is just the little boot that goes on it. Go ahead and just trim off a little bit here, ½ inch or what have you. Same thing, just press it in until it meets up, and then just go ahead and tighten it down. And a lot of times you got to push them together a little bit just to get it started and get it going well. And once again, hey Blaine, when do I know what's on there? When is it done? It gets tight just like anything else. It'll get tight just like that. So hey, that's a real quick, short, easy maintenance type issue. Like I say, with my instructions as far as testing for weak or non-existent spark. Once in a while you get a bad cap. You'll even, and then you get, like I say, a bad connection between the lead wire itself and the inside of the cap here. And trimming your wires like this is very quick, very easy, very inexpensive, and can get you back in the ball game as far as having good spark. I had one of these coils, just in case you wanted to see it, that actually had the plastic knocked off the outside. So this was a single out lead coil here. So you can see like how different this is from a lot of other coils that are wound. It's quite, I want to say, unique, because most secondary coils are wound similar to this. They have different output specifications on them and so forth. So, but it gives you an idea what it looks like underneath the black plastic coating that that these units have. So what I see on like the triples, the Arctic triples, is if all three cylinders have spark, but you'll have they're not the same, like one's blue and the other two are yellow orange, or maybe two are blue, the other one's yellow orange. A lot of times it's a bad connection in your plug wire to your cap, or plug wire to the coil, the secondary coil itself, and just trimming the leads can solve your issue for you. So if you have any questions or anything, just post in the comments section. We'll go from there. But like I said, this works on most two strokes. This is Blaine Pertler with Pertler Electric. Thank you.